Hello everyone, and welcome to my Y and our American TV show official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Wednesday, October 2, suggest that Jack Abbott will offer Diane Jenkins Abbott updates on his talk with Billy Abbott, who's gearing up for the fight of his life with Victor Newman. Jack is obviously frightened about Billy and the damage Victor may do, but he might also regard this as a wonderful chance. With Victor distracted with his Abbott Chancellor quest, this could be an ideal opportunity for Jack and Diane to make a move against him. Since Diane and Jack would like to remove Kyle Abbott out of Victor's perilous web, this could be their chance to make that happen. Jack and Diane may at least want to try, so stay tuned to hear all the details of Wednesday's strategy session. In the meantime, Victor will have some harsh words for both Kyle and Audra Charles. It looks like Audra and Kyle will play the blame game as they gripe about one another's filthy acts lately. Victor may warn Kyle and Audra that they're not allowed to be competing with each other like way. From the get-go, Victor informed Audra and Kyle that they'd have to operate as a team, so he may force them both to shape up or ship out. Other Y&R spoilers predict Daniel Romalotti Jr. will find out some unpleasant news. There'll be a terrible blow for Daniel on Wednesday's episode, but it's probably too early for Heather Stevens' body to be discovered. Instead, Sharon Newman might send Daniel another text using Heather's phone and say that their romance is ended. Since Sharon expects that Daniel will leave town if he thinks Heather has deserted him, she might send a message and make him believe she wants to split. Whatever the situation, Daniel will endure some devastation and try to cope. It may be hard for Daniel to know what exactly to tell Lucy Romalotti, who'll still be in panic mode at Heather taking off out of the blue. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest Sharon will continuing doing her hardest to cover up all the Heather horror, so remain with us for more predictions on her efforts. The Young and the Restless spoilers recap for Tuesday, October 1, reveals that Victor Newman will call Victoria Newman out for going behind his back on the buyout offer to Billy Abbott. Although Victor will caution against doing something like that again, he won't be too hard on Victoria. That said, Victor won't be delighted to hear that Victoria resorted to Cole Howard for counsel. Victoria will insist she makes her own decisions, but Victor will still feel like Cole should have talked her out of defying him. Next on Tuesday's Y&R episode, Jack Abbott will want to talk to Billy, who won't be interested in another lecture. Billy will justify the shakeups at Abbott Chancellor lately and will mention that Victor is coming after him. Jack will have concerns about Victoria getting caught in the middle and will push Billy to make his connection with his children a priority. Considering everything that's transpired with Kyle Abbott, Jack will know the heartache of having a child turn against you. Billy will ultimately summon Victoria to Crimson Lights, where they'll chat about needing to be honest with Johnny Abbott and Katie Abbott about the rivalry between their father and Victor. At the GCAC, Audra Charles will gloat to Nate Hastings about her planned meeting with Bob Elton, the CEO of a big department store chain. Although Bob has been working directly with Kyle, Audra will aim to win him over and persuade him to work with her solely instead. It won't be long till Kyle enters and gloats about how he already met with Bob this morning. Plus, Kyle will point out that he canceled Audra's order to a supplier, meaning she'll have to make a new product line pitch empty-handed when she goes to Victor. Audra and Kyle will have a battle when Claire Newman enters and observes close. Nate will finally join Claire at the pub, where she'll reveal she hasn't really seen this side of Kyle before. Claire will be a little uncomfortable with it, but she'll know how business stuff works and will accept that she's done her fair share of scheming. Once Claire and Nate stroll over, Kyle will finally understand Claire's been watching. Audra will press Kyle's buttons by acting like Claire feels disturbed now that she's stripping the layers back. However, Claire will speak with Kyle privately and point out that she's seen how loving he is with Harrison Abbott. Claire was also raised by Jordan, who was one of the most vicious persons around. In other words, Claire won't be scared off by Kyle's actions and will touch his hand as they have a personal moment. Kyle will appreciate Claire's understanding and will basically urge her to tell him if he takes things too far. Back with Nate, he'll look concerned about Audra sinking to Kyle's level and becoming someone she's not. Audra will say this is who she is and will tell Nate to go if he doesn't like it. Nate will convince Audra that he supports her, so they'll easily patch things up. Audra will get an idea about someone who could aid her, so she'll sprint off in a hurry. Afterward, Audra will corner Kyle again to disclose that she just made a phone pitch to Bob about her new product line. Kyle will fume as Audra informs him on Bob adoring it and giving anything she needs to fast-track it. Audra will feel positive that Victor is going to be impressed, but Kyle will dispute that he's not scared to get down in the mud. That'll lead to Audra's prophecy that she's going to bury Kyle, so their fight will continue. Over with Nate again, he'll get a text from Amy Lewis about needing to meet him over an urgent family problem. A perplexed Nate will text back to inquire if he knows her, but Amy will merely claim it'll be evident once they meet. The Young and the Restless spoilers claim Nate will get some unexpected news from Amy later in October, so don't miss what's in store. The Young and the Restless spoilers update for Tuesday, October 1, suggests that Victoria Newman won't be ready to give up on helping Billy Abbott. Now that Victoria has looked over this whole Abbott Chancellor takeover scheme, she's extremely concerned about the humiliation and destruction that could result. Victoria doesn't want Johnny Abbott and Katie Abbott to see Grandpa Victor Newman make a mess of their father's life, so she'll keep fighting to avoid that. If Victoria had her way, Victor would buy Billy out so he could build a new Abbott empire. The trouble is Billy isn't interested, and even if he were, Victor has no inclination to negotiate any type of arrangement with Billy Boy. Nevertheless, Victoria will think there must be some solution that'll spare Billy from a very public downfall. When Victor learns news about Victoria's continuing efforts to save Billy, he'll attack her for being faithful to her ex. Victor will persuade Victoria to align with the Newman family instead, but she'll put up a fight. Elsewhere, Y&R teasers indicate someone will send Nate Hastings an odd note. It'll be quite vague and leave Nate with plenty of questions. So what's this all about? We know that Valerie Pettiford will take up the role of Amy Lewis in late October. Amy was romantically connected with Nate's dad, Nathan Hastings Sr., once upon a time. Could Amy reach out to Nate and ask if they may meet in person? If Amy has a secret to divulge, then she might set the ball rolling on a meeting that could happen in the not-too-distant future. It's possible Amy was pregnant with Nathan's baby when she left the canvas, so maybe she gave birth to Nate's half-brother off-screen. Then again, maybe this prospective half-brother may be the one who reaches out to Nate instead. Nate might get a strange text that lays the stage for a dramatic family discovery down the road. In the meantime, Kyle Abbott will outmaneuver Audra Charles and congratulate himself on the back, but this isn't done yet. Audra will be even more driven to get retribution on Kyle once he pulls off another dirty plan. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest Victor will have his hands full when it comes to his dueling Glissade CEOs, so keep with us for predictions on who'll come out on top and updates on what the future holds. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comment below, and if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time.